Hello and welcome to Knight's News. I'm Q Atkinson.
And I'm Jared Naval. We're excited for another year of bringing you the news.
In our first story, Bree and Grace check in with freshmen to see how they're adjusting to high school life.
What is up, Knights? Welcome back to GNHS-TV. It is Bree, and today we're going to be interviewing freshmen about how they're adjusting to a new schedule.
My name's Joey Clark. Yes, I'm a freshman. I came from Grays Lake Middle School. Yeah, it was a pretty fun experience. In middle school, I think the thing that was most memorable was my friends. I made a lot of friends in middle school. Yeah, I actually love them. We get like so much more done, and the days feel like shorter. The biggest change was meeting new people, and going to a different high school than some of my friends. Yeah, I have two older sisters, and they both came to Grays Lake North.
Most kids like Joey are involved in our athletics, but there are also some kids who are also involved in our arts.
My name is JD Novosek. I'm a freshman. I went to Grays Lake Middle School. It was all right. It's a bit of an adjustment to get to, but I think I'm doing all right. No, I do not. I have two younger siblings. I'm doing band, and I'm doing basketball and baseball. High school sports, for sure. Band is amazing.
Watch out for Joey in cross country, and look out for the flutes in band, and you may find JD. Thank you for watching. I'm Grace Murky with GNHS-TV.
Thanks, Bree and Grace.
It's good to see the young Knights making a smooth transition.
Up next, you and Caitlin get people's thoughts on some of the new systems in place this year.
Thank you, Q. As already stated, we will be getting opinions on the new Knights Pass system.
My opinion on the Knights Pass is that I honestly think it's pretty cool, like during a nice block or a PE exemption that you can walk around and maybe do homework or just hang out with friends, stuff like that.
So I don't really like the Knights Passes. I feel like lots of people in the school could benefit from the structure that it gives, but I feel like they should have let everyone have a Knights Pass and then only take it away after the school year's already started, and then they prove that they have lots of absences and bad grades and stuff.
What do I think of the new Knights Block rules? I think they're a little too strict, a little excessive. So although the stricter regulations or rules might be necessary, I guess I don't like change, and I'd rather it go back to the way it was last year.
While the student body makes adjustments to this new Knights block, they are not the only ones who are experiencing this new system for the first time.
So my thoughts on the new Knights block system is that I really like it. I think it's a great way to incentivize good behavior, good grades, and doing those bare minimum things that we need from our students. Because if you do those things, you get this awesome reward, and then you don't really have to worry about being stuck in your Knights block.
I think it's a very good system to put in place at the start of the year. I think it allows us some structure to then kind of figure out what's best going to work for the entire year in the building. I think if you compare it to last year, there was a lot of just uncertainty of do I belong here? Where do I go? How do I get help? How do I find the certain things that I need to do to help me throughout the day? Where now, I think you have that immediate touch point of checking in with your Knights block. That 15 minutes, I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I feel like it's something that they set that structure in place. They can adjust it from there to whatever's best going to kind of work. But right now, I think it's working to kind of make sure that everybody starts off the year with the same message, also the same, the same expectations for the year, and also it just gives them a chance to get started on the right foot.
Hey, focus. This is why these changes were made.
You're right.
I'll tell you a group that is really focused this year, the marching band.
Lucas gives us an inside look into this year's band.
The GNHS Marching Knights started off this year with a scare. The theme for the show will shiver your timbers and spook you silly. You'll be shaking your boots when darkness falls. We asked some current marching band members about how they think the season is going.
I think it's actually a lot better than last year, for sure. I mean, no hate on the last year's show, but there's a lot more cool, visible symbols that you can see, at least when you're high up in the stands, like the boo and the RIP.
I really love the music. It's very exhilarating. It's fun to do, and it's challenging as well. I love marching band. I would not switch to any other class for it.
I really like the new show theme, actually. Dr. E's really wanted to do a like dark theme, and she really killed it this year, so I really like it.
There's an age-old question about whether or not marching band is a sport. So we decided to ask these band members what they think.
I wouldn't call marching band a sport per se. It's more of an art, but that does not mean it does not take skill, body coordination, or anything at all. I think it is a very physical activity that is an art.
I think it's 100% a sport. If it's not, it should be considered one.
In my opinion, no, it's not. But there is a physical activity, and you do sweat, and so it's more physical, but I wouldn't count it as a sport.
Back to the studio, Lucas Adams, GNHS-TV.
Thanks, Lucas. Darkness may be falling, but it sounds like it's going to be a great year for the Marching Knights.
Speaking of Friday night, Light, Meadow, Nate, and Will check out the excitement around our football team.
Hard to beat a Friday night excitement.
Hi, I'm Meadow from GNHS-TV, and today I'm interviewing students on what they enjoy most at football games.
Grayslake North's football season is finally back since August 25th. So far, we've had our black and gold scrimmage and 3 official games against Vernon Hills, Mundelon, and Grant.
Hey, my name's Nate with GNHS-TV. Who am I here with?
Alyssa.
What do you enjoy most about football games?
I enjoy football games by going and seeing my friends and supporting our teams here at North.
All right, guys, we're outside at gym class, and today we're going to be also interviewing our freshmen, see what they think about the overall experience of the football games here at North. So who are we here with?
Gage.
Okay, and what is your most favorite experience of the football games here at North?
I like how the crowd is involved with every play and their energy.
That's good.
And we're back. And today I'm here with Leah Shapiro. And what do you enjoy most about the football games?
I love the energy and how people come dressed up for the themes.
As you can see, everyone is having fun at our football games with all the hype, cheers from our amazing superfans, and seeing people dress up with the themes. We wish the team good luck to the rest of the season. This is Will Verber with GNHS-TV signing off. Go Knights.
In our final story, Ryan and Olivia and Kristen ask seniors for their best advice for the freshmen.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan Jackson. Hey guys, I'm Olivia Newkirk. Hey guys, it's Kirsten Swanson. Today we're going to be asking upperclassmen what their advice is for freshmen.
I would probably say ask for help when you need it, because the teachers here and the staff here are really good, and they have a lot of places that you could give help.
My advice to any freshman would be get into a club or sport because they're fun.
So my advice to freshmen is if you need someone to talk to, definitely seek out an adult.
My advice is to be respectful to your teachers and classmates.
My name is Ben Martinez. I'm a junior, and my advice to the freshmen is make sure that you wear your IDs.
My advice for freshmen this year would be to stay humble and be friendly to everyone.
My advice would be to show up to as many sport games as possible so you can get involved and you can support our teams here at North.
That's a wrap on another episode of The Knights News. I'm Jared Naval.
And I'm Q Atkinson. Thanks for tuning in.
Follow us on social media and tell your friends to do the same.
Hey, focus. This is why there's changes here. This is why changes were made.
Up next, you and Caitlin get Lucas gives an inside look into this band's...